In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys all about the Jessi tools and products that we offer here at Jessi Styles Co. I have been a hairdresser for a long time and I have a preference on the tools and the products I like to use, and I definitely wanted to make sure that anything I created within my line was something that I myself would use and that it would make my skill better. So I'm going to go through all of the products we offer and we're going to break it down into different categories. You can find all of these things in our retail store. You can also order them online and you can download our app from the App Store and find them there. They're broken down into different categories, so I'm going to talk about where you can find them on the website and then what each of them do as well. Okay, so if you're looking at our app or our website, there is a tab that says Shop. We're going to go to Products, and that's what we're focusing on in this video. So the first category is installation tools. So we're clicking on that and I'm just going to run through each of these. So we offer something called the Bead Down. These are our beads that we use to apply hair extensions. So basically, since we're an extension company, we also offer everything you need to install the extensions accurately. So we have our beads in 3 different colors. They come in vanilla, honey, and chocolate. And they are a 2mm bead with a silicone lining. I love using beads that have a silicone lining because I feel like it helps protect the hair and it gives it a little more grip for it to stay in the hair better as well. We also have extension thread, and that comes in several different colors. We have a thick thread and a thin thread. I prefer to use the thick thread for stitching my base, so my bead foundation, and then the thin thread for sewing it on. It gives a little more of a seamless, clean look, and it helps it blend into the hair better. But you can use either thread for either reason. It all comes down to personal preference. I will say if you have a client that has really fine hair and they tend to lose a corner really easily or their extensions slip, maybe using the thick thread on both the beads and the stitching would be good for them. Or if you have a client that just really wants them to blend seamlessly into their hair, then the thin thread is the way to go. We also have a tape-in remover called We Were on a Break. This is great because it helps remove the tape-ins, and it was formulated to go hand in hand with our tapes. So I formulated this so that it was a really clean removal. I hated that hair extensions were always such a mess to remove, especially tape-ins. They were sticky, it was messy, it would dry the hair out, it was just an annoying process. You had to wash the hair, then wash the extensions, and with this remover it takes away all of that. So it removes all of the residue and stickiness, and it eliminates anything that was a problem before. You do not have to wash the hair, you can put them right back in. It dries down within 10 minutes and it's amazing. It also has a lavender essential oil in it, so it smells good and it's soothing for your hands and the client's scalp. We also have our tape. We have double and single-sided tape. Double is used if you are taking 2 pieces of tape-ins and sandwiching them together with the natural hair in the middle. Single-sided tape is used if you are doing 1 extension and then just sealing it off with the single-sided, so there's just 1 tape-in, not a sandwich. And this is ideal for clients that have maybe finer hair in the front and you're doing frontals and you don't want them to show and you don't want too much weight on the hair. Okay, we also have these little kits for extensions. We have Together Forever, which is extension clips. It's those little pointy metal clips you use to hold your extensions up, and I just thought black and gold were super cute, so I love that we have those customized. And then we also have the Open Relationship Kit. It comes with C needles, 4 of them, and thread scissors, so this is going to be perfect for threading your needles and cutting them. I prefer to use these scissors to cut the thread. And then we also have 2 different extension kits. The first one is the Commitment Kit. This comes with pretty much everything you need to install extensions. So the clamp tool, the removal tool, our regular shears, our thinning shears, and a loop tool. And then we have our Elevated Kit, which is called the Total Package. And that one is really cute. It's pink and gold. It comes with the removal tool and the clamp tool. It also comes with the little scissors and the little clips, needles, a sectioning ring, and then also the loop tool. So it's basically everything in one. It just doesn't have the regular shears and thinning shears. But if you don't want to carry around 3 different kits, this is the one for you. We also have our color ring called the Matchmaker. This is all of our extension colors on 1 ring, so you can color match your clients easily and give them an example of all of the different colors that we offer here at Jessi Styles. We have a metal loop tool that we sell on its own. That does come in the Commitment and Total Package Kit, but you can also buy them on their own. We have a hair sectioning ring. This is really great to wear on your pointer finger, and this helps you section off the hair for the bead sections. Some people prefer to use this, others use a comb, some use the loop tool. It's all personal preference. We then have the placement guide. This is really great for tape-ins. It not only gives you a little chart of where to place the tapes from the sides and the back of the head, but it also is a little board. It's the material of a dinner mat, and each side of the head is going to have little tabs on it that you can place the extensions on, so that when you're taking them out to do a move up, you don't lose where they go and you can just put them right back in. When you take the tape off, you ball it up, put it on the mat in like a little ball, and then throw it away. So it keeps it really clean and organized, and it also helps you place your tapes without losing any length. We also have a hair extension hanger, and that is really helpful for hanging clip-ins if your client is wearing clips and they take them in and out. That way they're not like shoving it in a drawer and they're getting messy. We also have training hair. If you take one of our classes, this is what you use. This is just a little piece of hair, a machine weft and a J-tight weft, so that you can practice the techniques you learn in your training with the wefts that we offer. Okay, the next category under products is artist accessories. So this is basically everything that you need as a hairdresser to make your job even easier. And this is basically color and cutting. So we have the Wrap It Up foil. We have 3 different patterns, but they come in 2 sizes. So the Let's Bone and Your Majesty, those are our standard foil size. They're the same size, but just 2 different patterns. And then we have the Made of Money foils. These are ideal for the hairline or shorter hair. It's just sometimes hard to have a bulky, big foil in the hairline when you're trying to do detail work, so these foils are ideal for that. We have our Brush It Off color brushes. So we have the Lived In collection and the Essentials collection, and each of these brushes have a different meaning, and I created these brushes for that reason, because I felt like every brush was just the same, and I love that each of these has a different logo on it, so you can differentiate what brush to use for each thing, and then also they're going to be helpful for all different reasons. We also have the Hold It Together hair clips. So we have the crown clips. Those are the ivory ones. They're a little bit larger. I like to use those in the interior when I'm coloring or foiling. We also have the hairline halo. Those are pink. It's still a crocodile clip like the crown ones, but they're just a little smaller. Kind of similar to why we have smaller foils for the hairline. I think smaller clips in the hairline is super helpful, so we made those a little bit smaller. They're also great for short hair. And then we have the Ride or Die. Those are our black clips. They're metal, and they're really great for holding up thick, heavy hair, or if you're using extensions. I love using these clips for those as well. We also have the I'm Whipped Whisk. This is a great whisk for whipping up your product, especially bleach. Bleach and lightener tend to swell a lot more if you're using a metal whisk, because the chemicals in the lightener react with the metal, and it just creates a mess, and that's when you get all of the bleeding and the puffiness of your lightener. So this whisk is made of eco-friendly material. It's not going to create a reaction with chemicals with your lightener, and it's going to whip it up so well. It's going to be smooth and perfect consistency every single time. We have our cutting combs. This is the Cutting Ties comb, and it's a metal cutting comb. We have a large and a small, and these are my favorite for cutting hair because the metal comb weighs the hair down, especially when you're working with blending extensions or cutting long, thick hair. A plastic cutting comb can sometimes just be a little flimsy, and I feel like this gives you a really good weighted baseline. We also have a few different foiling combs. So we have our long blonding comb. This is a metal tip, and it has the pink top. Super cute, amazing for highlighting, baby lighting. It's my go-to. We then have the long-term relationship comb. This is ivory. I like using this for pretty much everything. It's awesome for teasy lights, teasing the hair back and then highlighting. It's really great for blending roots out at the bowl. It's also great for extensions. We then have the Ride or Die comb. This is a pink one. It's kind of similar to the ivory one, but the ivory one, the long-term relationship, it has wider teeth, and the teeth on this Ride or Die pink comb, the teeth are a little closer together. So just kind of personal preference. And then we also have our blending comb, and this is my favorite for blending out roots at the bowl, or if you do a root color, like a color retouch, you can kind of comb it all together and it's gonna blend really well. Okay, the next category is brushes and oil. So we have our hair extension brushes. These brushes are a mix of boar bristle and nylon. So the boar bristle helps smooth the hair, and the nylon is gonna help get through the tangles. We call this a hair extension brush, but it is ideal on any hair type, whether you have extensions or not. It's gonna help reduce frizz, it's gonna get through your tangles, and it's gonna add shine. We also have that in a travel size, which is super helpful if you are on the go or you live in a really windy place or a place that rains a lot. You're gonna need a brush to fix your hair after you go outside. So having a travel size version of this brush is just awesome to have. We then have the multi-use brush. This is a metal bristle brush. I love using this for coloring. So for example, if I do teasy lights, this is gonna help me comb out my teasy lights really well at the bowl because it glides through the hair really smoothly. I also use it as my everyday brush. I really love it, especially when I have extensions in. And honestly, I just love it for so many different things, but it is multi-use for a reason. That is why we named it that, because you can use it for so many different things. We then have our smoothing Boar Bristle round brushes. We have this in 2 different sizes. The white one is a little bit longer and thinner. Just as a rule of thumb with your round brushes, the thinner it is, the more curl it's gonna give you, and the thicker it is, the more volume it will give you. So this white one is longer and thinner to give more curl, and it also is gonna be great for long hair since it's a longer barrel. And then the black one is a little shorter, but it is thicker, so this is gonna be really great for volume. But these Boar Bristle brushes are really great for smoothing out frizz, adding shine, and working through the hair to give an awesome blowout. We then have our metal brushes. So we have this bigger one. It has a pick at the end. This is my favorite one. And it does have a combination of boar bristle and nylon bristle in it to help smooth and get through the tangles at the same time. And I love that it has the pick so you can pick up hair while you're doing a blowout. This one is a little bit larger, so we also have 2 smaller sizes. And those ones are just metal. They don't have the nylon in them, but they do have little magnets on the end of the brushes so you can stick them and they can hold on to, like if you have a metal station or a metal work tray, they'll stick onto it, which is really nice. But we have those different sizes just for different hair types and different hair lengths. Then we have our Rose Hair Shine Oil. This is amazing because it is going to be ideal for any client who needs a little moisture in their hair, and every single client who wears extensions needs a hair oil. So work this from the mids to ends and it will just moisturize your extensions. Okay, then we're going to the category hot tools. So we have the J-Wave. We have this curling iron in 3 different sizes. We have the 1 inch, the 1 1/4 inch, and the 1 1/2 inch. And we do have dedicated videos in our curriculum of each iron and what they look like. So I'm sure you guys have seen those or played around with the irons, but we have those 3 different sizes for different looks and different hair lengths. We then have the Jagger, which is our 3-barrel waving iron. This is great for beachy waves and just kind of that nice relaxed surfer vibe. I love doing this and I feel like it holds in the hair for days and it's really simple for anyone to do. We then have the Jessi Styler. We have the thick and the thin. This is our flat iron. We have a thick and a thin version just because of different hair lengths again. All of our tools are super customizable for different hair lengths. Like for our curling irons, for example, they're a longer barrel, which is great for long hair and extensions. And then also having these 2 different sizes of flat irons is really great because I like to use the thicker one for thicker hair and the thinner one for thinner hair. We then have the Storm, which is our blow dryer. I wanted to create a blow dryer that was really lightweight, but also heavy duty in the way it works, because I feel like any dryer I use that's like lighter to the touch doesn't work as well, it's not as powerful. But then if it's too heavy, it's like too heavy and you don't want to lug it around, right? So I definitely wanted to create a dryer that was powerful, but also lightweight, and I think we did it with this one. We also have merch on our website. We always have new styles of like t-shirts, sweatsuits coming out. We do have tumblers, we have candles, and we're just kind of periodically dropping new merch, so you can always check there if you're interested. And then of course we have our hair extensions. So you can also shop on our website under the hair tab and you can see all of the different types that we have. Another product that we're currently working on is our shampoo and conditioner. We are opening a hair care line. Maybe even more products in the future are gonna be released. But as of right now, we haven't released it yet. It should be very soon. But we have a shampoo and a conditioner, and I'm super excited for you guys to get to use those because they're amazing formulas for all hair types, and we have even more to come. Okay, so that was just a little rundown on all things Jessi products. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you're loving all of the Jessi tools that you have.